ceremony. I am Ms. Kendall. I'm the chapter advisor. It's super awesome to have a bigger group of inductees than the current group of members right now. Sometimes we only have like 2 or 3 people getting inducted, and this year we have a lot of really talented, intelligent musicians who are going to be inducted into the society. So it's very exciting. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our Triumph president, Finn LaFontaine, up to the microphone to start talk.
Ladies, gentlemen, and fellow students, we welcome you to this important occasion. Today, we will formally induct a number of students who have met the necessary Triumph criteria and have accepted invitations to become active members of the Triumph Music Honor Society. We will also recognize the continuing members of our chapter and our graduating members as alumni of Triumph. At this time, I wish to introduce the student officers of our chapter. Ryan Sergi is Vice President, Philomena Spur as Secretary, and Rachel Shafford as Treasurer. I will now ask Rachel, our chapter treasurer, to present the candidates for our student membership.
These music students have been carefully selected on the basis of scholarship, character, leadership, and service. Scholarship represents scholastic achievement and open-mindedness towards knowledge and truth. Character emphasizes a devotion to high ideals and recognizes no barriers between people of diverse backgrounds. Leadership guides us to greater undertakings, and service encourages assistance and kindness to others.
We will now describe the meaning of the name Triumph for the candidates for student membership. The name Triumph was derived from the original name of our honor society, Modern Music Masters. The Vice President and Secretary will speak of the first letter M, which signifies modern.
That which is new in any age is called modern. It is only looking back that descriptions such as old, classical, or romantic are given to those art forms that had formerly been accepted as modern.
Let us remember that we should study the past to effectively plan our future. This is a youth organization, and with each succeeding leader, its membership will be made up of young people such as you. Therefore, our honor society will never grow old, but will be eternally modern.
The second letter M signifies music. The Treasurer and Vice President will explain the second symbol.
The Triumph emblem was designed to symbolize the function and purpose of the Honor Society. The music staff, the lyre, and the scroll represent the members' proficiency and service in the field of music. The triplet figure in the form of an M symbolizes the 3 M's in the name, Modern Music Masters, from which society's name was derived.
Music was present even before there was written language, and from that time to the present, it has been a source of communication. Music is the universal language.
The third letter M signifies masters. In the art field, the custom has been to give the title of master to those who have achieved a high degree of proficiency. You have met the criteria as Triumph candidate for student membership. As masters, you now have increased your opportunities to serve your school and community. As a member of the Triumph Music Honor Society, it is one who sets a good example. They are always willing to assist those students who are striving to better themselves in the music department, and always remembers the real honor brings responsibility. May you accept this honor of membership and the responsibility that is now vested in you, and wear your pin emblem with pride. Please explain the meaning of the Triumph membership emblem.
We already heard about it. You already heard about it. Okay. Okay, so we're now going to transition into the presentations and performances of the inductees. First up, we have Kyle with a presentation on the origin of headbanging and head bopping to music.
I know, right? What is headbanging? What is head bobbing? As defined by modern day headbanging is to nod one's head violently to the beat of loud rock music. Dictionary.com, thank you for that. For example, at rock concerts, people might headbang to the beat or words, etc. But head bopping, that's another story. See, head bopping is more of a concept over a real thing. Yes, technically it's just nodding, indicating yes, but to fully understand it, we need to get into groove rhythm. A groove rhythm is something that creates the sensation of wanting to move to the music. It can also create feelings of pleasure and arousal in people, and it may enhance cognitive performance as it does exercise by stimulating the performance of the cortex. From a Japanese college website. This even extends to animals, as those two birds show you. This is the reason as to why we might tap our feet or nod our heads to the beat of music, but I want to find out what people prefer to headbang or head bob to. Now this part's easy. All I have are some simple graphs that will give you some more insight into people's favorite music and why they headbang and head bob to. Favorite music. I made a survey that helped gather some information about not only what people's favorite music is, but also what genres they prefer to headbang or head bob to. Foot tapping is more of a general middle group option. This pie chart on the right is from 16 people taking my survey telling me what their favorite music genre is. The top 3 music genres were rock with 30% of votes, pop with 20% of votes, others with 15% of votes. This other category includes jazz, like older decades music, metal, other like subsets of music that was already on the graph. Now this might just look like a discount rainbow, but in fact it is a helpful graph that is the information of 16 people who took the survey that allows someone to read what music genres elicit a response of headbanging and head bobbing. It seems as though only rock is the genre that people headbang to, with 6 out of 16 people headbanging to it. OST or original soundtrack has 2 out of 16 people headbanging to it. Pop, hip hop, and rock all have 10 out of 16 people head bobbing to it. Given that there's no higher number than 10 on this chart, that means they win highest stats award. The other categories also change depending on who was answering the graph. Like someone could have said, I headbang to like metal, which was their other choice. Someone could have said, I headbop to 60s music, which could have been their other choice. So it depends, it varies from who took the survey, what they answered with as their other option. And my sources are right there as to where I got the information from, and my own survey was one of those sources.
Thank you, Pat. Our next presentation is from Chidera on the psychological effects of music.
Hello everyone. My presentation is about the psychological effects of music, because people know that you can listen to music for enjoyment, but they don't know about all the benefits or the negatives you can get from listening to music as well. What does music do psychologically? But how does it affect the brain? Cognitive performance is one of them, as background music can impact the cognitive functions such as attention, concentration, and processing in speaking. It helps certain activities like studying, working, or problem solving, as well as memory enhancement, because music has the ability to invoke memories and enhance memory retention. Our brains naturally associate like pieces of music with past experiences, places, or recollections of events, which means if you were suffering with dementia, you could listen to music and possibly remember some memories that you associate with that song or that type of genre of music as well as emotional effects of music. There are different emotions you can get from listening to certain types of music. One of them is sadness or melancholy. Songs with a slower tempo, a minor key, or melancholic melody are associated with sadness. And these songs can resonate with listeners who are experiencing symptoms of depression or just going through a tough time. Songs with that type of beat are something that can better resonate with, as well as the feeling of nostalgia. Some songs can provoke memories or transporting listeners back in time, and hearing a song can trigger vivid recollections in past places and people and experiences just from listening to the song. And some songs can give you the feeling of relaxation or tranquility, because music has a calming effect on the mind and the body. It promotes relaxation, stress reduction, and inner peace. These songs have softer, gentle melodies, soothing rhythms, and ambient sounds that create a tranquil atmosphere. A song that can invoke certain emotions like this is Moonlight Sonata. This song has the ability to stir deep and intense emotions in its listeners. It also has an intense range of emotions that goes from peaceful and calm to outright intensity and passion. So it does make its listeners have a better way of understanding their emotions because it ranges pretty well. And the melody is light and airy with a sense of joy and playfulness as well, and you can feel that when you're listening to it. Another example of a song with a lot of emotions is Clair de Lune. Studies have found that listening to the song can enhance your mood, evoke feelings of nostalgia and introspection. It is known to reduce some symptoms of anxiety and depression as well, such as feeling irritable and tense and restless. If you were to listen to the song, you would be able to better resonate yourself with better feelings. And also, research suggests that listening to this piece can give you a range of emotional states similar to the other song. It takes you from calm and relaxed to melancholy instead. And some fun facts is music can help plants grow faster, as well as music can help those with dementia and severe brain injuries and ailments recall memories from the
Thank you, Sharon. Up next, we have a vocal performance by Kimora and Paige, and they are going to be singing Rewrite the Stars. I have mics if you want. Can you stand and grab that here?
You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? So maybe the world could be yours tonight. You think it's easy? You think I don't wanna run to you, but there are mountains why, because we're able to be just you, me, within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and say that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and you're the one I was meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me, and everyone tells us what we can be. How can we rewrite the stars? How can you say that we're ours tonight? All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you. If it's impossible, is it impossible? Say that it's possible. How can we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart, 'cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me, and no one can say what we get to be. But why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? You know I want you. It's not a secret I tried to hide, but I can't have you. I'm about to break and my hands are tied.
All right, up next, we have a presentation from George. This is about music's influence and impact.
Alright, so my presentation is on music's influence and impact. So, a quote, music comes from a place of experience, everything connected to truth. It's by Christopher Brew, he's a music artist. And how music impacts an average person's life. An average person listens to about 32 hours of music a week, and music has the power to reduce stress, improve moods, energy levels, and change mindsets. In the United States alone, over 100,000 people are employed as music artists. So different genres and how they affect you. Hip hop can increase your blood flow and give you that ready feeling. Pop can make you happy. Jazz can calm and soothe you and release stress. And rock metal can help you focus in and amp you up. Music is inspiring and forever evolving. Even the biggest names all came from inspiration, wanting to be like the favorite artist. We all get inspired and we all want to be like the people we look up to. And music, especially musicians, would listen to some of the music in their younger years and want to be like them. And this is a chart of who is inspired by who. And if you didn't have one of these music artists, the ones below would not exist. And music is in our everyday lives. Even if we don't realize it, music takes place in our everyday lives. Imagine a car ride without the radio, or a movie without a soundtrack. And the most streamed song on Spotify is Blinding Lights with 4,192,152,135 streams. And in conclusion, music is a very big aspect of everyday life. Even in situations you take for granted, it has many qualities showing you how much it helps the average person. People are inspired when someone is really good in the field, especially music. And music plays an incredible, influential role and plays an impact on many people's lives. And then I finish.
Thank you, George. All right, so quick change in the program. I had originally thought these two were working on a presentation together, but they each did their own presentation. So up next, we are going to have Sarah Diedrichson with musical instruments around the world.
Musical instruments around the world. The U.S. Many stringed instruments have originated from the U.S. The bass guitar, electric guitar, ukulele, and the classical harmonica all came from the U.S., and many are still heard in songs today. But one of the most famous instruments that came from the string family is the banjo. The banjo is heard in most indie folk music and has a noise that sounds more like a twang. The banjo is unique because it has a thin head, which makes it more expressive. Here's an example. And then we have pictures of the banjo, classical harmonica, and the ukulele. And then the UK. Some instruments that invented the UK are the bagpipes, English guitar, piano, and the crwth. Many of those instruments are heard around the world, except the crwth. The crwth is a lyre that is played with a bow, like a violin. Although it sounds and is played like a violin, it looks nothing like it. It has a flat back with 6 strings and is made from one piece of wood. A crwth is mainly heard in its origin music style, Welsh. Then we have the bagpipes, the piano, and the which is ukulele. Then we have Spain. Spain has invented many instruments, and some examples are the castanet, tambourine, flute, violin, and the bongo. The bongos are heard in many Latin music styles. They are a great drum to learn because all you really need is a rhythm. Beginners to professionals play these drums because all you need to do is find a beat and go with it. Once that's done, you can hear the melody. Bongos are made from 2 heads, the female which is larger, and the male which is small. The drums are connected by a piece of wood and are played by hitting the drum heads. Then we have the tambourine, bongos, and the castanets. Africa. Many percussive instruments have originated from Africa. Some examples are the mbira, balafon, ikwe, udu, and maracas. But one of the most melodic instruments from Africa has created is the marimba. The marimba can be compared to the modern-day mallet or zephyr. They are different lengths of wood that, cut and stricken by a mallet, create a certain pitch. They don't ring out as long as most mallets or pianos would, but they provide a softer sound. Then we have the marimba, the ikwe, and the udu. Ireland. Irish music is mainly in Celtic style, and many instruments, like the bodhrán, fiddle, pipes, and the Celtic harp can be heard. The harp is not only a staple to listen to in Ireland, but it appears on the Irish euro and can be a symbol for the country. It has been around since the 10th century and has spread across Ireland and the world. The harp is a triangular shape, and there can be anywhere from 22 to 38 strings. It has a unique sound for a string instrument and sounds more like a bell. Then we have the bodhrán, the fiddle, and the Celtic harp. India. Indian music has a more rhythmic and intricate sound than most. Some instruments that came from India are the tambura, the ruba, harmonium, and the rudavina. But one of the most famous or heard instruments is the punji. Most people would know the punji by its nickname, the snake charmer's flute. It's made by 2 bamboo sticks on either side of a hollowed-out board. The double reed makes it sound like harsh and hypnotic that creates complex melodies. Wow. The punji, the tambura, China. Many of the Chinese music is made from stringed instruments. Some of those instruments are the guqin, the pipa, the guzheng, and the erhu. The erhu is either called the Chinese fiddle or the Chinese violin, depending on which side of the country you live. It is typically made of 2 long stretched strings connected from the bass drum to the top and is played like violin. The erhu has been around for over 4,000 years and is a staple of the Chinese culture and music festivals. Then we have the erhu, the pipa, and the guqin. Russia. Russia has a variety of instruments. Some of Russia's most famous instruments are the valika, the dormra, or accordion, which can be heard around the world. However, one of my most favorite instruments that I researched was the Sschool. The Sschool is a form of whistle that can be shaped into really anything, but the most common is the shape of a bird. It is made from ceramics and usually has 1 to 4 holes. When covered, imitate the different sounds of birds or whistles. It is the simplest instrument, but in my opinion, can be paired with anything. We have the balika, the accordion, and the Sschool.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, next up is Caitlin with a presentation on music genres.
Classical music was created to bring light elements and peace to people. The main instruments used in classical music are violins, flutes, harp, and cello. Rock music originated in the United States in the mid-1950s. The inventor of rock is Little Richard and Chuck Berry. Rock is considered a mix between electric and country. The main instruments used in rock are the lead guitar, bass guitar, and drums. Jazz music originated in American communities and Louisiana in the late 19th century. Jazz music has been recognized as a major form of musical expression in traditional and popular music. Buddy Bolton is considered the inventor of jazz music. The main instruments used in jazz are the saxophone, trumpet, trombone, piano, bass drums, and guitar. Pop music originated in the mid-1950s in the United States and the United Kingdom. Stephen Foster was the first ever to write pop music, which was later performed by others like Cole King and the Beatles. The oldest pop song ever written was Happy Well by Charles Harris. It was written in 1891. The main instruments used in pop music are drums, guitar, flute, and piano. Country music originated in Bristol, Tennessee, based on the historical recording sessions of 1327. Jamie Rogers was the inventor of country music and is known as the father of country music. Another word for country music is western. The main instruments used in country music are acoustic guitar, banjo, harmonica, fiddle, and the piano. Blues originated in the southern states of America. Formerly enslaved African Americans were considered to create the genre while working on the southern plantation. W.C. Handy is considered the father of all blues. The main instruments used in blues are guitar, drums, double bass, piano, saxophone, and brass instruments. Fun facts: there are over 1,300 genres in the world. The number one genre of music in the world is pop. The least popular genres of music in the world are jazz, classical, and country.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, we have one more for you. Last but not least, we have Ryan, who is going to be playing Black Hole Sun.
the candidates for student membership please rise and repeat the pledge to show your willingness to carry out the principles of the Triumph Honors Society? Repeat after me. We, the members of the West Bridgewater High School Music Department,
We, the members of the High School,
in order to foster a greater continued interest
in order to foster a greater continued interest
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
to encourage appreciation
to encourage appreciation
and awareness in listening to music,
and awareness in listening to music,
to promote wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
to wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
both within our school and within our community,
both within our school and within our community,
to advance the spirit of good music and musical knowledge,
to advance the spirit of good music and musical knowledge,
and to enhance the reputation of our school
and to enhance the reputation of our school
as a center for musical enrichment.
as a center for musical enrichment.
Accept the honor now granted to us.
Accept the honor now granted to us.
It is my pleasure to represent each of you with your Tri-M membership certificate. I will now hand it over to the secretary.
The following candidates for student membership have qualified to become new members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. As your name is read, please come forward to receive your membership. And then return to your seats. Shakira Agoma. Kumwa Alicia. George Bermud. Caitlin Berry. Sarah Ryan Bennett. Paige Snell. Kyle Little.
I now officially congratulate and welcome you as new members of Chapter 5757 of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. May you remember this occasion and strive to live up to the aims and ideals of this organization. I now ask our chapter advisor to come forward.
It is a pleasure to read the congratulatory message from the Tri-M Honor Society National Leadership. So this is a very official message for you guys. Dear inductees, congratulations on your induction into the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Your nomination for membership is based on your musicianship, academic qualification, and demonstrated leadership. You may take great pride in this achievement, which unites you with thousands of other student members throughout the world. As you are instructed during the presentation ceremony, we should study the past to effectively prepare for our future. With that in mind, you are now in the unique position of being able to pass on the torch of your musical knowledge to colleagues and future beneficiaries of musical arts. May you wear your Tri-M pin with pride and dignity as you continue to demonstrate the value of music in your life and share your gift with your school and your community. Welcome to the Tri-M family. At this time, the continuing members of Chapter 5757 will be recognized for their dedicated service and for upholding the standards and ideals of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. These students will continue their membership in the Tri-M Honor Society and will remain distinguished members of Chapter 5757. Could all continuing members, so non-seniors, continuing members of Tri-M please stand for recognition. to recognize our graduating members of Tri-M and present them with their honors cords and their pins. So I'm going to invite Rachel to come up and read our seniors. Too many cords over there.
Victoria Hunt. Finn LaFontaine.
Yeah, we did pins this week.
Ryan Surgeon.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all our graduating members.
Okay, and real quickly before we go, can everybody please stand for recognition for being here tonight? Thank you, Brian. That concludes our ceremony tonight. Thank you so much for coming and for supporting music and these amazing young musicians that we have here. Enjoy the rest of your night.